What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how you can make a capture the flag mechanic in Fortnite Creative. If you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Also consider using code BrendannnD in the item shop to help support me. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you a capture the flag mechanic you can use for a capture the flag, tycoon, or heist game mode. The first thing you're going to want to do is go into the devices tab and grab the capture item spawner. Place down the capture item spawner, and then go into the consumables tab and grab the flag. Drop the flag in and configure these settings. Set friendly team to whatever team's base this is. We'll start with team 1. Set captured by to hostile teams. Set accent color to team color. Make sure score value is set to 0 because we'll have a custom device for that. These you can change to whatever you want, but I generally do return dropped items to instantly or 3 seconds. I also turn these off, but it's up to you. Now you're going to want to copy the flag depending on what game mode you're making. If you're making a capture the flag or a tycoon, copy the flag for each base and configure the friendly team setting. Now that you've got all the flags set up, it's time to set up the capture zone. Go into the devices tab and grab the capture area. Place it down next to the flag and configure these settings. Set starting team to whatever team's base this is. We'll start with team 1. You can set the accent color to whatever you want. We'll go with team color. You can set the capture radius to whatever you want. You can turn item visible in game to on or off depending on whether you want it to show in the capture area. Then, to set the score of the flag, change the periodic score value. We'll set to 5. Then all you have to do is set can be captured by team to whatever team's base this is. So go with team 1. Once you've configured those settings, grab another flag and drop it into the device. Now we're going to do the same thing with the capture area and copy it to the other team's bases and configure these two settings. Starting team and can be captured by team. Make sure to change that for each team's base. The last thing you're going to want to remember to do is go into the Maya Island settings, go to UI, and set the HUD info type to score. Now, if we go ahead and start the game, you'll see we have a working capture the flag mechanic. So we can grab the enemy's team's flag, and we can't return it to their base. We have to go over to our base, and we get 5 points. If you haven't already set it up from your tycoon, go into the UI, and make sure scoreboard win condition is score. If you want to use the llamas as your capture items, you'll need to change a few things. First, drop the llama into the capture areas. After you replace the flags with llamas, you'll have to set up a new spawn area. Keep in mind this is only if you're using llamas instead of flags. Place down spawn pads and configure these settings. Set used as islands start to no, and set visible during games to no. Do that on all the spawn pads. After you set up the spawn pads, place another capture area and drop a llama in. Then configure these settings. Keep all the settings the same, except set periodic score value to 0 and set can be captured by team to all. Once you set up those settings, grab the capture area and place it above the roof just barely. Make sure you put the capture area over the center of each spawn pad. After you set up the capture area, go into the devices tab and grab a pinball bumper. Place the pinball bumper right inside the spawn pad, that way when a player spawns, they get bumped upward. The only thing you'll need to configure on the pinball bumper is when activate transmit on to channel 2. After you do that, go into the devices tab and grab a trigger. Place it down and configure these settings. Set the delay to 1 second, set trigger sound to disabled, set trigger VFX to disabled, set trigger when receiving from to channel 2, set when trigger transmit on to channel 3. Now go back to your bases so we can set up the spawn area. Go into the devices and grab a teleporter. Place it down in each base and configure these settings. Set the teleporter group to none, set teleporter target group to none, set team to whatever team's base this is. We'll start with team 1. Set teleporter rift visible to no, set play visual effects to no, set play sound effects to no, and set teleport to when receiving from to channel 3. Then go ahead and copy it to each base and change the team setting. Now we can go ahead and start the game and see that we have a working capture the llama system. You spawn in and you get teleported after 1 second. Then you can go over to an enemy's base and grab their llama, and when you respawn with it, it'll stay in your inventory. That's why we set up that spawn area, so now when we respawn, the llama will be cleared from our inventory and we'll get teleported back to our base. And that's it for the capture the flag mechanic. If you found this video helpful, consider liking, subscribing, and leave a comment down below. Also consider using code BrendannnD in the item shop to support me. If you have a question about anything shown in this tutorial, make sure to leave a comment down below and double check that you've checked the pinned comment if you run into any issues.